Good evening everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Broken Sword 2 Smoking Mirror Remastered version. I'm Classic Gamer, and last time we got through the Caribbean, got through the jungle of Zombie Island after getting rid of Emily, who annoyed us, and leaving Rio in the boat. And we've now also caught up with Nico. She went through the underground onto the dock area, saw OBA, who was murdered by Karzak, and we're now back with her after George got through the film set, got himself a real life action scene, and we're now he's got his stone, the eagle stone, we've got our stone, the jaguar stone, and we're now at the village excuse me, when George was earlier in the game. So we're going to continue now, so let's carry on. No, we don't want to, actually, we don't want to be there, that's the wrong place. Let's load, there we go.
It was a hair clip. It was the small card on which the weighing machine had written its lies. It was a very old bar of chocolate with a row of boys pictured on the wrapper. There was nothing useful in the bag. It was the jaguar stone which I'd found in London. It was the obsidian dagger I'd borrowed from the British Museum. I guess when all this was over, I'd have to return it. They were George's shades. It was the key to the museum display cabinet. He wouldn't have wanted it. These are George's shades, right? Has he been here?
Jaws!
Where is he now? What's that? It looks like the stone we bought from Paris, but it's different. Yes, it has a carving of an eagle. That clinches it. George must have found this stone in the Caribbean and managed to hide the stone when the village was attacked by Karzak's men. I hope to God that George was all right. Where's George? George has been here, right? He was pointing to the smoldering remains of a hut. That barrel would have looked great on my patio, filled with shrubs. There was nothing in the barrel. It was a small drinking vessel made from some kind of gourd. That cup was no use to me. It had a hole in it.
Okay, let's go back over here and we'll pick up those underpants. I don't know why you pick them up, but you can.
One thing I was sure of, those underpants weren't George's. Maybe George can make use of these.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go for the ending of this game, guys. I'm going to aim again to do about 5 videos. I'm going to try and spread them out, so it might be a bit longer than 15 minutes, but we'll have to have a look.
It was a very hot and blackened stone. It was a smashed lantern, probably the cause of this destruction. I didn't need the lantern since it was still daylight. Besides, it was broken. It was too hot to pick up. The water could have cooled the stone if I could figure out a way of getting it into the barrel. I just didn't have the strength to tip that barrel. It was Titipoco. I still hadn't forgiven him for knocking me out with his poisoned dart. Hey, Shorty! Make yourself useful and help me with this barrel. Thanks. It was the Coyote Stone, the original stone that I found in Paris. The ground was covered with ashes. Ashes! The thought that they might be human chilled me to the bone. I had the Coyote and Jaguar stones. Titipoco had the eagle, according to the shaman. That's all we needed to deal with Tezcatlipoca. Pity he hadn't any ideas for dealing with Karzak. What is it? Where are you pointing? There was nothing else I could do with the barrel. There was nothing I wanted to ask him. It was Titipoco. I still hadn't forgiven him for knocking me out with his poisoned dart. Titipoco was pointing to a path which led out of the village.
Oh, they took the bloody cutscene out.
It looked like Karzak was using Quaramontean troops and local Indians as his guards. The steps were guarded by a bunch of Karzak's thugs.
Hey, señorita.
Too late. I had been seen.
Bonjour, Capitaine.
Only Sergeant, pretty one. What are you doing here?
Snuggles said I could come here with him.
Snuggles?
Oh, I mean the General. We're, friends.
May I go up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well,
Oh, please. I'd be ever so grateful.
I tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you to go up.
If Pablo saw me, I'd be dead. No. It's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
It looked like Karzak was using Quaramontean troops and local Indians as his guards. I didn't want to push my luck by talking with the guards again. Those jackals weren't going to let me past. There was an unlit torch by the base of the steps. I could think of no reason why I would want to pull a heavy torch from the ground.
Yeah? Hang on.